Hey, my rosebuds. Welcome to Dion Says Whatever. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and push that bell notification to all so you know when your girl do any type of upload. Y'all see the title. Blueface went to jail. We ain't heard him on kick yet. Is he still locked up? I know they put the handcuffs on him. Krishan was out there fighting. They claim it was a pow pow out. And yeah. Also, I don't know what happened after that because I logged off the stream at the time. And Krishan showed up to Blueface. Well, she dropped Blueface back off or whatever, what have you. As we seen, she was hiding at the door when Nevaeh went. She was in the corner of the door. She didn't show up for. She was saying how she put it on Junior. Stop putting it on your son. You know what I'm saying? Why you doing things? They need to take her boxing license away from her because she's not what it is. We're holy hands. Went out the damn window. Thought you was so Christian, like just you was like so holy. You don't do these demonic things. You and Blueface running around rampant, high as a kite on rugs, pills and potions and snowflakes. What? Looking like bums and junkies. What? And my thing is, it was all this was uncalled for, Blueface, especially for her, for Krishan to think she that chick that she could show up at somebody outside of somebody's baby shower. Secondly, why you just didn't take Nevaeh home instead of taking with her with you to the Zeus prom, streaming prom? Why? To just humiliate her and um do all this stuff with Krishan? But you know what? Things happen for a reason. So I'm glad. I'm glad that it happened. But I'm not upset. But Nevaeh don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody deserved that. And you give no f about nothing. This girl could go in labor at any time. As of then, as of today, she's still pregnant. She says they're going to get the baby out, so she must about to be induced. You know. Um, she did make a video and say she's leaving Blueface. She see everything and she heard everybody what everybody was saying. Us the good people who rock with Nevaeh, you know what I'm saying, who really like Nevaeh. And she's seen the comments that, you know, threw Krishan in her face, which they do. You know what I'm saying? So she said her and her baby gonna be good, basically. She's seen it all, and she started seeing the bigger picture before that. That's why that day when they were streaming and she said when he came back from with Krishan or whatever, and she said the love is not like it was before. It's getting less and less. She started seeing whether she acted on like she did on a stream or not. She don't have to tell us anything. She shouldn't have to break down how she's feeling about the situation with Blue of his antics. She don't have to say, "Well, I'm getting ready to leave, and if he keep doing it," no, she don't have to explain. She don't have to do none of that. She had her plans. She knew what was going on, and she saw what she saw and knew what she knew. And if it took yesterday to put the stamp on it, when Krishan not showed up to his house, but supposedly after the baby shower, and then the event at Zeus, the streaming prom. So, like I said, he should have just took her home. But things happen for a reason. It was meant for her to see it all. It was meant for her to be in the center of it because she knew what he was doing. All the posts and stuff of them frolicking around in Miami and then San Diego. You know what I'm saying? All these other things are the things, And I just give kudos to her. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm glad she woke up. Not saying that she just woke up, because I know she felt and seen a lot of stuff. She just had enough. She said it at the event when Bodine was taking her home. She said she done. She done. And I don't blame her, because you should have been done. But like some of us, real women, we wouldn't have went there and let all this play out like that. We wouldn't even sat next to him on that stream, let alone let him disrespect and degrade us like that. Okay? On God. Like, no, ain't no way. Okay? Ain't no way. And then, let alone you make her your girlfriend, a pregnant girlfriend at that, with a side eye. You know what I'm saying? Because it gave girlfriend in the house, and then when y'all go out, but on the weekends it did not. It gave single. And my thing, if he really made you his girlfriend and he really cared, none of that would have went on. Period. Point blank. I don't care who he is. He had to try to project his image, and you looking like a whole damn fool out here, Blueface. And Krishan, you been looking like a fool, because you get on here boo-hooing, looking stupid, and you use situations saying you crying over this when we know you crying over Blue. You were so jealous hearted and so in your chest that you don't have a child by Blueface, because we all know Junior is not Blueface child. Okay? Blueface said it himself that Ronnie is the father. So that's right there. You try to use an excuse that, oh, you wanted to fight her because she was talking about Junior. She was not. I reiterate again and again, she was not talking about Junior. She talked about you and your corroded canal. Period. So you just mad because she didn't lie. You is no type of mom. You don't even deserve that title, man. Because anybody who loves their kid will break their back, bend over 50 times to get their child some help. You help Blue more than you help Junior. And that's a damn shame. Why you saying I love him, I love my son, I love my son. No, you really don't. Not like a mother should. So you want to pretend and portray this good mom, that you throwing him on the bed and kiki and kaka and all this shit, but then when your stream go off, he's somewhere in the corner being neglected. And that's sad for Junior. Prayers for Junior. Justice for Ronnie. And like Nevaeh said, you go ahead, you and your pretend baby, your stupid baby. Like, and that came from anger, because Nevaeh don't talk about nobody kids. But you pushed her hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. Y'all get on here talking about, oh, she shouldn't have spoke on her baby. No, she didn't. Krishan spoke on Superior. So Krishan spoke on her unborn child, just like Jaden. She still didn't come for their kids. She came for them, as the woman that's opening her mouth talking crap to her. So I'm glad, and I pray that she do keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And Blue, if he's locked up and still in there or whatever, I hope she just move past. Like I said, do you got it. You got a big following there. You get on, start your kick, Twitch, whatever you want to start. Get it going, because you're gonna win. Like you told him, mark your words. What you said to him, you're gonna be great no matter what, if you with him or not. Prove it to yourself that you're gonna be great without him, because you don't need no man, no need to bring you down. Because you could be brought down by your damn self. You could do bad by yourself. and he used your old situation, your stepping stone against you for a string, and degraded your stepping stone that you was in the shelter for a month into your second, because you moved out of one. That's what she said, y'all. She moved out of one, had to go to the shelter till the apartment got ready, and then she moved. It takes a minute to get a final apartment, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And she have her kids, so of course she got to go where she can be safe. At least she wasn't sleeping in a car or outside at a bus station, airport. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, get for real. And Blueface trying to demean that, like, what? It don't take 30 days. Sometimes it takes longer to find an apartment. What you saying? And everything can't be put on Carlissa. Yeah, she started with his trauma, right? But Blueface is doing this because Blueface want to. And he's a father. He's supposed to be a father. And she's supposed to be a mother outside acting like hooligans. We know they both ain't got no damn sense. This what she wanted, that what y'all had back then, this is what it is, because this toxic bush right here, yeah, this what it was before. So go have y'all. Go have it, y'all. Do y'all. You know what I'm saying? And watch how far y'all get. Because they gonna fuck around and take your license, your boxing license. Because for one, she out there fighting this girl. And I think it was it was Jada friend, not Nevaeh friend. So if they running with the narrative, none of Nevaeh friends was at Zeus or at the hookah bar. It was Jaden's friend. See, when y'all go on these clips, y'all don't even get the whole story. If y'all want the whole story, y'all need to watch the stream itself. Because it's clips and people, you don't get the whole scenario of what's going on. Y'all get here and here, and that's it. And then y'all throw your own scenario in there, a makeup scenario, opposed to doing your due diligence and getting the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make the truth funny, you can make the truth whatever you want it is, being a content creator. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody for how they do things. You know what I'm saying? I just know what I do. Because everybody great in their own way. They put their content out how what works for them, right? Huh? I'm just saying. But the ones who were saying, "Oh, that's his wife, that's his wife, that's his wife," yeah, yeah, okay, let them be. You know what I'm saying? Because who want to live like that? Who want to deal with that bullshit? The man just degraded you in a restaurant, and in the car, like he just ripped you to shreds, and you don't have sense that God tried to give you, Krishan. But it didn't matter as long as you got the man, right? Like the man said, she don't care. He not hers. He not her property. You got it. Take him. Go. Bye. Just leave me the fuck alone. Both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you sit there and weak, and cry boo hoo, over a man that play in your face continuously and play in your son face. And but you okay with that? You okay with that? Him not being a father to Junior because he's not his real biological dad. That's why you were so jealous of Nevaeh, because she's really pregnant by him. She's about to give birth, and she had $1 million baby shower that you did not have, that he did not give you. Why would he give you a baby shower when that's not his kid? He that was all in itself the reason why. So a smart woman like me knew the reason, because what a lot of us out here knew. Like, you the only one who didn't, who wasn't in the group chat, and you still don't get it because you still trying to force Junior on him. So now you can have your little toxic family as you claim you want it. You got it in the worst way. She the one need to be in jail. And like I said before, if I was Nevaeh, I would have called the police when she showed up to her house, because that was her residence with Blueface. You showed up here after you made threats to me on your stream. But like I said, things happen for a reason. Now Nevaeh out the way. Do y'all. Do all the rugs y'all want. Do all the toxicity y'all want. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. So y'all drop down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about the situation. You know what I'm saying? He was just kept texting Krishan. They texting back and forth, and she happened to look at the phone, and this dude, this stupid nigga gonna say, why you keep looking at my phone? You look at my phone again, our child gonna be the R word, tired. What? What kind of shit is that? Now you know he had to be high to say something like that. Or just plain dumb. Why would you say something like that? That y'all child, if she looked at the phone, because he had the phone in his hand, he was texting, and she looked and like pulled the phone down. She said, "That's what we doing. That's what you doing right now." So disrespectful. Then he gonna sit and say, "If you look at the phone, my phone again, our kid gonna be tired. That ain't no. But you know what? Like I said, he don't love himself. So how could he love somebody else the right way? He don't like himself either. So why not be happy? Just bring toxicity to everybody around you. That's crazy. And for you to show up at least the baby shower was like 8 o'clock or whatever. It was over. It was running down. It was about to be over anyway. But you had the gall enough to show up. And that right there told me what type of woman, no, what type of child you are. And that's crazy. That's crazy. And I give Nevaeh kudos. And my thing is, they saying that when you see the clip when after Krishan fighting, and then you see Blueface going back to get her or whatever with no shirt on, they said, look at Mister Rock pushing elbowing BLUEKEISHA. That's what it looked like. She was the nigga and he was the bitch. Excuse my French, but yeah, that's what it gave. She walked harder than him. The hell? Yeah. that's 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 Krishan. That's Rock girlfriend. and she and Krishan is Blueface man. Like that's her nigga. That's BLUEKEISHA nigga. This is wild, y'all. But as this stuff unfolds, Rosebuds, you know your girl is gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And I have good hopes for Nevaeh, girl. Fight it through. Like, girl, fight it. Cause I had high hopes for you, but now I'm wishing you the best, girl. And I know how you love Blueface, Nevaeh, but it ain't that hard when he keep disrespecting you like that. It's so easy to walk away right now because look at all the cards that's on the table, ma'am. Look at all the cards. It played out all 52 and the 52 cards. 52 cards in on the table. Is that who the Jokers or was 54? Y'all get what I'm saying. All them cards was laid out one by one by one by one. It would only took me one card or two cards. It took you 50 some cards. But now they all out on the table. Run, girl. Run fast and don't look back. Take care of your precious Superior and your precious Jonathan Jamal Porter Jr. Unless you're going to keep Solar as the name. I don't see why you was going to change it from Solar because everybody needs their own unique name. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted Junior. If you want to name it Junior, be so have you. That's your baby. But just be smart about every move you make. Don't let no know your next move or what you making, what you got in your pocket. Do you? Because if he don't go see Javon and Pinkface, he may not come see your child. So prepare for whatever to happen. Just take care of your two kids, your two sons, and be that great mom the best you can. Because, girl, like you said, you're going to win regardless. And it's a lot of people rooting for you because you don't deserve that. Don't nobody deserve to go through that. But Krishan wanted to be that one. She thought she was bigger than the program. She thinks she is the program, girl. You can have the whole program. You could be on the whole artillery. You could be on the whole everything by yourself. Because Jaden checked out. Now Nevaeh checked out. Now here you go. Now watch. You ain't gonna be no different than Nevaeh. He gonna continue to do the same things, but still not give you that title girlfriend because he said you can't be his girlfriend because you act like a nigga. So I'm gonna leave it like I'm gonna leave it here. So like I said, if nobody never told you they love you, Dion saying it, I love all of you so very much. You know what I'm saying? The longest way. And as it unfolds, your girl got you. I got y'all, Rosebuds. Y'all know I do. And I'll see y'all on the next Dion Says Whatever. Bye, Rosebuds.